Where is it written in the MMO designer's handbook that the best rewards in our games of choice must be so difficult to obtain that you'll only see them with hundreds of hours of repetitive task performance? Or worse, that the tiniest fraction of your player base will ever see the fruits of your labor because you spent more time worrying how to keep them paying and playing than you did making the experience a fun one? There's this antiquated notion in the MMO industry that the best rewards must simply take the most time. Rather than making something truly difficult to achieve, developers just make the goal a marathon of epic proportions, when they should be making it an obstacle course that checks a player's skill and knowledge of the game and its mechanics. When I think of epic rewards of awesomeness done right, it's hard not to immediately jump to Guild Wars 2's legendary weapons. There are definitely problems and grind aspects to obtaining something like the two-handed Twilight to show off to your friends, but by and large the folks at ArenaNet have made the task of obtaining one legendary weapon a test of skill and knowledge of the game they've created. You can just spend a ton of money, sure enough, and I mean a ton of money, and you can buy one from the trading post, but if you want to earn a legendary, you're going to have to play and excel at nearly every part of the game itself. You'll even have to dip your toes into world versus world despite whether you like to PvP or not. Still, even that system's not perfect because you get nearer and nearer to obtaining the parts necessary for your legendary. You'll soon realize that a lot of it depends upon luck when you're putting items together in the Mystic Forge. You'll quickly begin to wonder whether the legendary weapon hunt isn't an elaborate way to convince players to buy some gems to make things easier on themselves. Mystic Clovers, anyone? But I'm getting off track. My point in all this is that one thing MMOs are not is difficult. I see a lot of our readers arguing over what MMO is easy and what MMO is hard. The truth is, they're all easy. Designers can't make these games hard if they want them to survive. They need to be accessible and rewarding enough to keep players engaged. But they also need to drag out just how long you're playing by making the carrot on that stick seem just within reach but never quite close enough to taste. And frankly, it's been a long time since I've fallen for the old "this piece of gear is something I need because it's better than the piece I have now" song and dance. I don't play these games for the loot. Many do, I'm sure. No, I play them for the adventure, for those epic scope of the world and thousands of players I can interact with. The fact that I can be online with a bunch of other people but still doing my own thing, or grouping up with them and sharing this experience that developers have crafted for us. I play them for the sort of thing that no other game can offer. And the sooner developers realize that focusing on those experiences is a better way to keep us engaged, the better. But maybe I'm crazy. Maybe most folks would rather chase that carrot until the end of time. What's the next shiny piece of loot? How can my shoulder pads get bigger? What ridiculous sword can I wield now? But while they're off doing that, I'll be over there, waiting for the real adventure to begin.